That's a nice laptop. Is that a cue? Hi, ladies and gentlemen. This is Big Tex from Big Tex and Space Cowboys. We're well, how can I say it? We're a traveling charity show, but we haven't traveled yet. Made us some characters, so we call it his Big Tex and Space Cowboys and his crazy crew of poets, filmmakers, magicians, blah, blah, blah. But that's not what we're doing today. We're going to do some storytelling. Which
took too long. That one in standby, by the way. Yeah, we're getting into the story. Skip it for now. I'll download you a copy, send you a copy, and email it to you, whatever.
But okay, so let's start over again.
Well, no, we can. It's live right now. Keep going. Go stories.
Oh,
you were going to tell a story.
God, it looks so fun.
Yeah,
I am telling a story, but I forget what it was.
You said something about that dream last night. You wish you could remember that dream.
Yeah. I know.
And it was about something. That's something in your life that had to do with the story. And so there we go. So that's where this came up, where we decided to share the story with the world.
Yeah. Boys and girls, however you affiliate. I have what are called lurid or vivid dreams. Sometimes the dreams I have happen, and a couple cases that have like kind of scary, a helicopter crash. But my brother also shares that, and my mother as well. But I have a lot of dreams. Good.
Helicopter crash. Okay, no, go ahead.
Not funny thing. Not funny thing.
You have a lot of dreams. You have a lot of dreams.
I have a lot of dreams. I'm a lurid dreamer.
Okay.
And our dreams, you can have them. Sometimes you think you're not sleeping or awake. You're actually asleep. You do these things,
Uh-huh.
So I've been having a very good period of dreams where I live out through my subconscious and certainly through my fantasy and different things. But this one, I don't know what was happening. I think it involved Terry. Carolyn Collins. It was a good dream. Very unusual because I've really been enjoying Jung a lot now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really got into that earlier on. I found a Jungian psychiatrist. The thing about Jung, look, I'm Jib Jab, just tell me Jib Jab. The thing about Jung is he's different from Freudian psychology in that why should I do it when you're playing music?
Because I'm just playing in the background. Tell your story. Okay.
Well, at this point, any distraction from my whole mind. So I have this nice Ronnie made up enchilada. From Dos Equis, ladies and gentlemen. A fine beer that's been around for a long time in Mexico and made good Mexican feast. So I had a dream. I think it involved astronauts too, because I watched those stuff from Apollo 7, 11. I was watching a thing on space trips. Just, you know what they call binging?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, binging.
Binge watching.
Do you have dreams of yourself flying?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Excuse me while I kiss the sky. No, I have a lot of dreams of flying, like I'm way up there and all that shit. I haven't had those. It'll be good to talk with the Jungian psychiatrist about that. Well, what? I don't know. We'll talk and it'll be all covered by, no. It doesn't matter if it's covered or not, but there's stories, yeah, storytelling. I'm going to pull some other story out. Just give me a musical interlude for a second. There you go. time we were right out of the Transbig. Meet boys. And her Longhorn beef up towards the Truth Trail. All we had to eat was beans and bacon. Coffee. That's how the West was won, wasn't it? That's how the West was won. The guitar playing is reminding me of something like Clint Eastwood with the jazz. It's nice. See the challenge, Ronnie. I know we're going live. I'll explain to you later on. Have a good I don't want to put that on broadcast. Oh, can we broadcast something about the? I'd like to broadcast something about.
Yeah. About what? You want to change it?
Just
Tell a different story? You can.
It is a different story.
Tell a different
So I'm going to
story.
wrap that one up. You know, it was a
But
little
wrap
organized.
that story.
Kind of flowing.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
now move on to a different story. We can still this. It can still be that same title. You know, it can be multiple stories in one. In so that's fine.
Anyways, remember that movie where Sissy SpaceX says, "Dreams can't hurt you." Remember that one?
Wasn't that Carrie?
No, I don't care. Oh, I had a dream about her. I had a dream about her. Okay.
About
It's weird. It's not.
about Chuck Yeager's second cousin.
She's Chuck Yeager.
Yeah. Second. Yeah.
I'm sorry for forgetting her name, but I got it wrong once and I don't say it. What was her name?
Karen.
Karen. Beautiful girl. I was really amazed at what you've done. Would she say amazed? How would she say amazed?
I don't know. But why don't you get back into your story?
What story is it?
It's not about her, me, and nothing. It's about you.
Well, I was
Your
trying to remember
story.
this dream. There's one thing was that. I'll switch to your That's one that Jimmy Bree got, huh?
Huh?
New guitar you got. Jimmy Bree, Brian.
Oh. Unmuted. And then we get back to stories.
Okay.
Okay?
Why
Just-
the fuck? Concussion is one of my worries, Marcus.
Concussion.
27 of them.
Okay.
I'm just kind of rattled on it. That's a nice car. You could get that shit out of the garage. I mean, all this love shit I got, I paid next to nothing for, right? This is Salvation Army, but I got this strap and it's assembled. Show something good work stuff. It's manageable. It's just a lot of times I have to get on the floor. Some days I can't get up. I never wanted to do it, but I couldn't afford it, you know. I have a cleaning again. I do the floors, and I do dusting. Do all the rest. No fair, you know. It's such a depressing sight because it's going out for months. But Brian liked milk today. And once you know what it smells, it's one of those kind that cinch in the puppy or something. Like, it seemed like it. That just sounds stupid. I need to write down the titles of the stories so I can pull them out. I can probably real well, but not currently. Stories. And I'm better now.
Well, just tell a true story. Tell a true story. How about that? Just something that happened to you. Yeah, again.
Oh, shit that happened to me, you wouldn't believe?
You got illnesses. They cause issues in your life. Tell us a story about what your concussions or Parkinsonism or whatever it is causing the issue. Tell us about how you got one of your concussions, okay? About that.
Well, I came from a family of 5 boys.
Okay.
Enough said, eh? And my dad had played semi-pro baseball. My aunt was my grandmother was a baseball column writer for the St. Paul Pioneer Press. She was a very smart person. And then my dad played semi-pro at the same thing. So baseball was in our blood, right? But he had his Louisville Slugger, okay? And had one bat. Among the 3 older brothers, Dave was the alpha dog at that time. Todd is a lot of fun, you know, with me. The twins are too young. And this one I don't even remember. The baseball bat across the forehead. I remember one later. But this one's good. Look, I don't go looking for trouble. My dad taught me how to defend ourselves, right?
Yeah.
Todd, little guy, 105, preemie, biker. So when you move around a lot, like if you're under brat like we were basically, what happens in Newtown is there's the bully, right? He used to pick out on him, he couldn't defend himself. So I defended him. And I remember when, I remember we got to, I think it was Cumberland. Could have been Wilmar, I'm not sure. It must have been Cumberland. No, it must have been Wilmar. There literally was a little bully hill, right? Bully on the hill. This is bully guy in this hill. Pick on Todd. Whack! My dad taught us before.
Okay.
Not to be aggressive.
Yeah.
So as a result of that, I don't stand for any people bullying anybody, beating or taking advantage of women. And I'll tell you this story, which is not a secretary. I got recently, I was up in Freakmont, as used to say during the hippie times, or NARC, as used to say in the hippie times, actually Newark and Fremont. Turns out when I got there, I didn't realize how big our name was there. There's never a lot of Thorntons anywhere. It's not a big name, okay? But usually they're in the military because our crest is military. Back to the Templars, and then of course my Viking generals. To the best of my knowledge, it's the first generation of somebody's not in the military.
Okay.
But I just felt like when these things start happening down in Creektown, somebody's got to stand up there. I was feeling like I'm never getting out of here, so I still would have done the same thing. But I did things I didn't even think I was capable of. Ryan told me I did all the right shit, Get a fucking boss.
Yeah.
Especially after the nice Indian guy gave me that. I was watching the Matrix jacket. And then they were really, just because I changed jackets, I mean, the guy gave it to me and it was supposed to be cold that night, but that's why I had to wrap them lots of times. It's pretty cool. I think it's actually leather. People there are very generous. I like Fremont. Oh, I can tell stories about that area. Yeah, I won't say my own story, but after General Fremont of the Bear State Army, when the war was over, and the Thorntons were part of the military, they tend to be higher officers, they were sergeants and colonels. They tend to have people working for them. Sort of thing. And if they're not in the military, they're very highly innovative. Look up the fucking road. Well, with the other Irish, there's a major street called Thornton Street. I went, whoa, and then someone named it. And I went, oh, I'm not used to this. Very interesting. And I knew where the Thornton house was before I figured out who it was. It really was there. Because it was the Dubliner cottage. Dubliner Irish cottage. With lots of flowers, we Thorntons like to grow flowers and stuff. And then way back under the trees is the original farm building. The wooden shack. I'd love to help that guy to restore that. It's got a lot of good things about it when you're not homeless. And there are actually a lot of good things about being homeless when you're not having trouble with these druggies, I'll just say it. I don't want you to think this is all a bad experience at all. It really provided me with a retreat. You know what I mean? Not a very one that people would ask for.
Yeah.
And so I viewed it as a spiritual retreat. No TV. Except when I could sneak in and see it at the laundromat. No radio, which I believe you had. Well, we did have TV when I ran this guy. God, it's so sad. He used to work at the, you remember the Pontiac Vibe and the Chevrolet, I don't know what it's called. They made Fremont, big factories, a joint Japanese Chevrolet thing. And that Pontiac they made there is still rated as one of the best used cars in the United States.
Yeah.
And it's the same people making it. Well, when that went away, that wrecked a lot of people's lives. And The electric car companies now, big time, but
Okay.
yeah, it's real pretty, especially when it's not raining. But isn't it pretty secure? I felt like when I get in Northern California, I don't see the mountains. Where am I? Right? Where am I? It's so fucking cold. I always thought by now I'd be down surfing every weekend. I guess I just got to do it once I get my bus. I don't need to fuck the bus to do it right now. That's good shit.
You're having fun, huh, Red? You like that? He likes that.
You like some music? Of
Yeah,
course,
you
he's
like
your
it.
son. He's your dog son. Yes, well. Thank you, good group. What a day. Being straight. Out of the way home, you have to get 3 bags of ice. Don't forget it. And then we clean out the refrigerator and see if we can. I'm just not looking for $800 spent. Those bananas are incredible. They're tagged as Westinghouse now, but it's the one with the freezer on bottom, and they're incredibly reliable. Terry was partly brought up near the Manicoldies in Iowa. She knows a lot about it. Could be. Unless they're around me. When I was in the Mennonites, yeah, this is a good story. I wish I could remember his name because I can visualize it now. We were real good friends. You know, he was Mennonite, and I was his friend. And, you know, I'd do the crazy things that he couldn't do because he's from such a, you know what I mean? Maybe repressed is not the same thing, but he lived out vicariously on what I did. And so, I hate to see him go at 16, you know? It progressed because I was a bad boy. Bad boy. I made flaming spitwads with lighter fluid.
Okay.
Shooting along.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I got caught. But he was laughing, you know, it's like, you know. Yeah. I love Minnesota. You can find this very interesting when I'm going up to Duluth. I hope on this trip. Because you know, the whole song.
Uh-huh.
But I've always wanted to go back to Duluth. It's a big hipster place now. I'm not going to be there later. I'll never say never, but I want to go up there and take a look at it. St. Paul's a big hipster town. And then Eau Claire, which is not far, of course, Madison. There's a room named after me there. Yeah, that's good. That's true. I don't understand why people buy your books. So yes, I'm from Minnesota. I was born on the great blizzard of 1951. And recently we've had 2 more like that. So something's changing, folks, in the climate. I'm a scientist, so I can tell you we don't communicate it very well, but ice cap has been melting for 12,500 years. That's proven. Okay? You can show me some hard news that that's proven. And what the Aussies do, I like how they put it like, they'll say global warming, right? Because it is warming. It has been warming for 12,500 years. And climate change is what we do with it. What we're doing with it. It's pretty frightening. I'm glad I don't have kids. The most recent sea level rise data is pretty alarming rate. The military's getting ready for it. Pentagon's taking care of it for their part. They take it seriously. New York City's got it. You can't put their kids that high. Rebecca Trump will be safe. We know how to protect the valley. We do. That's right. We value independence. We live in a libertarian society on the brink of anarchy. And what's wrong with anarchy? Nothing is wrong with anarchy. That's just like, oh, people run around with, no, anarchy, less government. We like less government. And we don't have to pay any sales tax, state tax because of the gaming industry. Thank you. But you want sidewalks? Go to LA or Reno up there. You want streetlights? Build your own. You realize those lights you're looking at are it's only about 2 or 3% which are paid for by my kind. I tell people this, they go, what? All those little lights are my light, lights. You're not even looking at them. It's kind of refreshing, I think. I like the libertarian part of it. And I realized it's going to be nothing for me to go do out there where I'm going. So I got to have someplace to stay. In the trailer. I'm looking at. I don't want to share this. I don't want to share this part.
Okay. Turn Mike's back on now. You want to sing one? You want to sing Watchtower or something?
No, I got it.
Yeah. Yeah, let's sing all along the Watchtower.
Where's the mic?
That's right there.
I gotta stand up for that. Are you taking a zinc or something? Because I don't know what this thing is.
Huh.
I want to warn you. It's a sore throat thing.
Okay, we're gonna put some reverb on it. Okay, you hear it?
Oh! I gotta stand. I gotta get vertical. Keep on going.
And so now we're gonna stand up and do this. We don't have you gotta take them out of your memory. No, skip that. Take them out of your memory. You use your memory or you don't.
That's the problem.
Don't fly.
That's the problem.
Sit down. We don't have to stand up. So we're having fun, right?
Well, I stand up every 20 minutes or so.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Oh, you gotta move. Okay, so you know. Must make some way out of here.
The Joker
to the thief. There's too much confusion.
I can't get no relief.
Business man, come and drink my wine. Come and dig my earth. None of them all are mine.
Nobody up in this world.
Even music is silent.
So simple song.
If finally is gold.
There are many here among
us. Feel life is but a joke. You and I have been through that. This is not our fate. There's dark talk falling down. The hour's getting late.
You don't get that thing. I'm pumping the old bill.
All along the watchtower, the princes kept their view. All the maidens they came and went, their servants too. I said in the cold distance, a rocket hit its ground. We got a room up your chin. We may begin to have.
If I could capture him as a rhythm guitarist, well, a rhythm guitarist, we'll see if it's worth the trouble.
Yeah.
He's not a nice guy all the time.
Well,
He's very, we'll have to get it clear with him.
So now we're going to end it after the solo. Soli, actually it's called a soli. When there's musical background, and to set the record straight, it's called a soli. When it's by itself, that's a solo.
That's right.
When there's music, and you got, that's a solo. Okay?
Solo E is instrumental solo.
And then a soli is
Singular.
what's it called, an instrumental. And when they say in a piece of sheet music, when it says instrumental break, okay, that's a soli. When there's one instrument playing in the break, where there's like a background, you know, you might have, and then another instrument going, improvising over improvised melody as a soli. Okay. Now, if it's by itself with nothing else, just like by myself right now, I'm playing solo. You follow?
I'm not. I lost it for a while there.
Okay,
So
so
solo is, all you have to tell them is solo is just instrumental, there's no singing, basically, right?
well, you know, when the rock star comes out, yeah, and they're singing,
We get
blah, 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 and then the guy comes out, and the
big-
whole
big
band is
comes
going,
out.
blah, 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 playing along, and the guy's ripping and shredding, and improvising. That's a soli. Okay?
Oh, okay, not jam.
It's a jam.
Yeah, okay.
The classical word is a soli.
What is Latin?
Jamming is soli. But you can jam solo too, see? I've been jamming solo. Okay.
It's frustrating. I get close to fit and then, no, I don't spend my life. Used to go to Top Shop clothes there. And then the tweakers would leave their nice stuff in the morning and pick it up, you know. That was a nice place. It's a cool city. You see if I get some going up there. What's that noise?
It is my phone.
Oh. Can you hand me my phone, please? Ooh, wow, look how good.
Just give me a second.
Yeah.
Recorded line. Now, I show you inquired about a job on one of our websites. How are you doing today?
Yeah, Connor. Quit calling me, please. I just said I wanted to be with me. I'm so busy, I don't have time for no job. Gosh. I got time for a job?
Can
Gee.
you pass me that?
Yes.
An asshole? You just don't. Just walk them. You hand me that.
Yeah, our records indicate that you've showed an interest in job offers in your areas. Yeah, and your records are wrong.
Oh, he's a recruiter?
No, they're trying to sell employment service.
Oh, that's a rip off. But some people they do need it. Some people they do need it. And one thing is very dramatic, comparing Fremont to Pahrump is how much better all the services are for the military, people that are disadvantaged. You know, they don't make a lot of money. They're just trying to push them out. Biggest mistake you can make when you're trying to get rid of homeless is get them out of here. Because that was their town.
Yeah,
That's why those people
they're trying to stay in that town. They love that town. That's why they're there.
Well,
They moved to that town, tried to make it in that town, and they're having a hard time.
I'm not.
And a lot of homeless people are that way. Yes. Yeah.
Well, and the Alani Shoshone had 31 advantage cities in this area. I met and talked to several. They're favorable to what we're planning to do, which will involve money.
Some homeless
But
people
they-
grew up in their city and they're homeless.
We don't say homeless, just say street people.
Well, street
A
people,
lot of
whatever.
people say, okay, was I homeless? No. I was never homeless. I just couldn't get my way home like the traffic song. Crazy. People think, nobody can understand. How can you not get other? I don't have any money.
Yeah.
My brother wouldn't send me any. I lost $33,000 worth of computer and musical equipment, things, and all my passwords, book and everything. I don't have the money to find that. You know, and I just asked them for it because I had it wrong. What you do is they charge you $100 a day for your shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Especially $50. I think I kept $27.50. He sent me $45. Oh, 50 with the part taken off. But I found out I'm in a quandary, and I appreciate your advice about this. One nice thing about Mitch is a shrink nurse. Okay, he's good, and so I found I'm back to the right level now. Because I haven't had a chance to do it. He knows what I'm doing. He knows where I am. He looks out after me. I look out after him. I look out after him like I did his father. I was his father's guardian angel. What a guy! I miss him so much. And he'll never be that way. Mitch and I, he's all man, cool guy. I'm sure he told stories to me that Mitch has never done. Like I said, he said, when did you die? Because I was kind of fuzzy about that. He said,
Brandon, I was getting ready to ask you a question, but go ahead.
you can ask the question, I'll get back to it.
All right. I was just remembering one of my concussions.
Yeah, they can hurt a lot.
Yeah, they hurt a lot. But yeah, remembering one of mine was on a motorcycle. And I was just riding slow, doing trials, whatever. And I had a helmet on, but the front wheel got caught in a rut, and I went right over the handlebars.
Yeah.
And if I hadn't had a helmet, I would have been really bad off.
Well, I'm not taping right now, but I'll do it later. I have to use a helmet around the house. No, because
You whacked your head.
I can't afford one.
Yeah.
Front and middle. No, the really bad one, that really hurt a lot, was something we call the battle ball in Wisconsin. It's a soft rubber ball, and you got simple boys and girls. You got the line down the center, you got these soft things. If you hit
Yes.
somebody on the other side, they you have to go out.
Okay.
Remember, you played this?
Oh, good
I call it battle ball. I got 2 seconds now.
I know you. Let's put one left.
Probably should drink that soon. Probably sure. Pretty dehydrated now. I'd like to.
What's your attempt to get that yours? Well, what I can do is pull this over here.
Oh,
This. Yes.
oh, that's some.
So I can do this. Those are your pills.
Yeah, I have a pill set for you.
Huh?
A pill set. So what happened last time? What happened? I need to leave a pill set for you.
Oh, you want to
Emergency
leave
kit.
some pills here for you?
Emergency kit, yeah.
Okay. Well, then we're going to put it in writing.
Yeah,
That's
which
over
ones are
here.
which? It's very simple, but I started piling everything in.
You just
And then I'll
make a
put
note
some
and
excess
put it in
here.
a bottle.
I'll put it here and I'll give it to. Well, that's what I got.
And then also we have it on
Point out.
record here. It's out on YouTube right now
I'll point out
about that.
my medications.
There
Jesus,
you
I'm
go.
not going to. Oh, sure that.
No, I'm just saying it's your medication in my house. It needs to be here on a valid reason. Okay.
I'm going to
You
show you
know,
what we got.
It's here for your use, and I want the world to know that.
Oh, well, thank you very much for looking. I have backup for. Hey, dog. You need to go for a run, huh? You want to come on my place? You have a big backyard. Run. That's right. Yeah, I'll show you the important thing. That's right. It's really simple. Well, you get desperate. I'm gonna put it in this tray here. So I can
No.
see it.
Oh.
Already did it. Pretty important shit. Okay, now these have numbers on them and everything, but
But that's the weed tray.
I
You would have just
Just-
mentioned something.
everything's
Got
all-
you something else.
is it okay?
It's
You want me
okay
to
for
go?
now. It's done. Nothing. It's done.
No, these little pills.
Nothing I can do about it now. The little pills. What about them?
The aspirin's in the car.
That reminds me of the pill I didn't take today. I
Good.
didn't take my.
You didn't? All day?
I'm doing
Wow.
all right.
Ah,
Doing all right, but nothing's triggered me anywhere.
I'm trying not to. It's weird. Sometimes if I don't take it, big deal. Not going to get better.
Yeah.
But this is a whole new cowboy in town with this shit. So what do we got here? Oh, that's just calcium. I should just take that out. So I'm confused now. I was dropping pills and shit. I'm like, fuck. I got two kinds of red pills. One of them's very important.
Still didn't go down.
Huh?
I need the liquid. This pill stuck in my
Yeah,
throat.
right here's some water. You
I
get water.
got this spot
Okay.
that shit stuck.
That's right. I didn't bring my hand lens. Do you have a magnifying glass? Because there's numbers on all these things. I saw a magnifying glass right around here. Or yeah, you can use the phone. What the hell do you need that for? I still like a looking glass, so don't you? Are you all right?
Keep this in the bathroom on top of the book I'm reading.
That's what I saw, yeah. This is calcium I'm putting off the side. Obviously, we're out the wrong
We'll
one.
get it mixed with the weed.
I moved the wheel aside. So these ones are
Separated from the pills. Dope.
okay. These are the ones that have a thing down to cut. I think that's the amitriptyline.
Look, there's dope. Why is that dope? It's because it's infused with resin. There's weed,
Yeah. Okay. Just a second. I'm trying to.
and then there's
And these
dope.
other little ways. Ones that's for my bone cancer. Yeah. Well, that's not so critical. But anyway, this one here is this is amitriptyline. No, amitriptyline not spread. Looks so close. Oh fuck, let's make it easy. Whatever it is, take one of each. And the other one just makes my tooth bleed. And now these ones here,
That's all it does.
the big one I think is, yeah, I gotta get this straightened out. That is not the bottle that have them straightened out. But the important thing is Digicin. I bought a separate bottle of that. Where to put it? I think this is Digicin.
So,
Hold on. We're so close to. Yeah, one does not have a divider on it. And so I'm guessing the one that does not have a divider on it is the female hormones. So you got the ones that have a divider on it, just go ahead and take it because it's wrong. And the ones that don't have a divider on it, okay. And others pain pills. But we do is take 2 aspirin and one of those wet pills. And what we do is try to get the person, before anybody calls, get the aspirin. Well, just finding the aspirin is a big problem, man.
mm-hmm.
That's why I got a carry sheet.
Yeah.
And then after the aspirin's down or whatever you do, that goes under the tongue.
Yeah.
Sublingually. And it drops his blood pressure.
Yeah.
Which
All
are
right.
pain pills. Pain pills, I think, are the big ones. This is the ibuprofen 200. And I currently take 800, which is high as you can go. And this one here is the hormones. It's very important. Just throw one of those in. And then 2 aspirin. I grabbed the wrong bottle, I guess. Oh well, I'm just gonna leave it here and then at least digits is covered.
And this is here just in case you forget your ass, right?
Huh?
Just in case you forget your ass and you don't have your medicine.
Well, I've done this before. It's very nice. This, yeah. I mean, it wasn't a big thing, but it could have been. But it wasn't. Stay hydrated. Yeah, those must be.
And it's 1 o'clock.
Well, I'm gonna just leave this bottle here and find the other one. It's not a bottle. Where'd you find this bottle? Does it stick out of the backpack?
It's right here. You took it out of the backpack and set it right there.
Oh,
While you were here today,
maybe there's
this morning.
This
This is the
morning?
bottle you brought. Yes.
It's nice here. No, okay. Maybe that's just here for luck. Take your zinc, buddy. I'm telling you, some kind of throat thing. I don't know what it is. Heck, I'm sure. Gosh. God, I knew it, Dennis. Get right yet.
What, Red?
Good stuff.
What? You're knocking stuff over. You want attention? You need something? You need to go out?
Well,
Buddy?
being real nice to me. Attention, yes. Attention, go out, I think too, but don't knock the shit over. She's got the temperament to.
Don't go through there. Don't go through there.
She knows them on my cojones.
You will pick your foot up.
Yeah.
That's what he wants. He wants to go out on the porch.
Yeah. Yeah, we always had. This is it. Okay. This is good. But the aspirin's still in the car. That's where the stuff is involved. That's calcium. The aspirins are huge. They're good ones. The aspirin, I take it every night. Still, you want to throw more blood thinning on. So no matter what anybody says, I'll never make this mistake again. I carry it with me. I'm going to take it immediately. Or if you're with me, get it down my throat. Because the main thing about AFib, you know, the only place I've been treated thoroughly for that was in Houston. See, it comes and it goes. What normally happens, within Houston, well, first of all, they said I had good insurance. But we just stayed out there in the street till it stabilized. We didn't go to the hospital. You could have cashed the moment, by the time the hospital's gone.
Yeah.
And of course, saline solution, because for me here too, it's probably 80% not enough water. Yeah, it's terrible. Dehydration makes your heart quit. Okay, so saying that, let's get the story right now. It's not enough yet. I'm going to make it as simple as I can for you.
I don't need to know that.
I know, I don't remember
You
what
need
you
to do seat pills here. You know, put a note in them so that.
I'm just sure about my handlines because I
I'm
had to figure out the
gonna put them in the cupboard, and they're gonna stay there. And if you need some of them, they're there. If you need,
emergency thing.
Yeah.
Hey, you go come get it.
and we'll label them
Give me some water.
Scott's emergency
Give me
pills.
some water. You know. Or they come because the actual medics are great here. I consider going in and committing myself. What's going on? I'm considering going in and committing myself for mental observation, but I already did that up there. Not my man. Nobody believes me. Okay, here's the most important one. Digicin.
You're a scatterbrain.
I've been that way since I was a fucking kid. Anyway, these are the important ones. It's called Digoxin. Keep you from dying. Okay, these three little ones.
I don't need to know all this. Put them in a bottle.
I'm just,
They're there. You know what they're for. I don't need to know what they're for. You need emergency. You know you're not gonna need a pill. You say, I need my pill.
There it is. That's all I need. I don't have this. If you have aspirin, I have the aspirin in the car. I got confused. That's it. Digicin. And just make it easy for you. Because you know we scientists we all start going into this. And I kept it going like, all you need to do is give this shit because it keeps you alive.
Yeah.
Digicin. I'll put more digicin. I've got plenty of it. Most people take it every day. That's the cancer. I never take it every day because I promise.
And you know.
Two of those, there's not a bottle. That's the most priority. You leave these here, and I'll bring the aspirin tomorrow. And here's a bottle for you. You want to put in a bottle? See, the little bottles I have more shit than that. That would be your. If you got a bottle, just put the digicin in. I think the aspirin's in the car. But I just finally got fed up if I drop it.
It's an envelope. Here's an envelope. You write on it. I, Scott Thornton, left these pills here for my emergency use.
Yeah.
Okay. Sign it.
They fucking strapped me down and I couldn't get it and I realized, fuck.
That's a legal document.
Of course it is.
And it's witnessed by YouTube. And it's all legal. And then I can't get in trouble.
I know, I understand.
You fully understand my position. I watch out for my legal ass.
Lawyer up at the beginning.
I didn't get through life not knowing the law and not protecting myself.
I've made some stupid decisions, but unfortunately I had friends who were lawyers. Tried to continue to do those stupid things. Ah, shit.
Okay. One, two, three, four. One, ready, that's the conductor. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll feel this.
Is there any of my shit you want?
Yeah.
We Swedes plan things way out ahead of time. Is there any of my stuff you want that's in the house that I would give to you upon my death? Don't be freaked out. My mother did 17 years before she died. It's very Swedish. We do out. It's good to do it ahead of time because it's kind of not with my brothers. But is there anything you want? Well, you can decide that later. I know it's kind of weird.
Right. That's a weird question to ask. So.
Well, but it's the one you do have to ask. That avoids problems for the survivors, because some of the kids and stuff that come in is really awful. My stepsister, it's one of the many things you have to have, just to be see somebody you like, you know. But I'm thinking what I'd like to do. If we get the super down here and it's working, do joint custody, okay? In case I die. That's a nice vehicle. But the extra HHR is just weird. I figure it's, well, I need your call on this. I figure got such fucking good tires on it. My neighbor said, "Oh, just give it a long off." Me and my brothers don't exactly agree with Bossy Mitch, bless him. Trying to tell me how to do my mailbox. I said, cut it out, man. It's on public property. He's just so controlling. He was in prison for a year.
I got my weed tray all covered with pill box.
I know. I'm trying to get straight here. Would you like a cigarette?
No.
It's not bad.
We're looking for a pen.
For what?
So that, oh, that was my lighter. That was a toaster. Yeah.
These are not bad. They're a little bit small, like Virginia Slims. No, they're not like the Cat Boys. Oh. Goddamn shop for a bit. No, I have a shot. I don't know that shit. But that high school. Well, we just drifted. We were way into the Terry was way into that. No, this is
All right. So, what you're gonna do is write on the envelope
Yeah, I
and
know what
sign.
to do. I just did something without it.
The pen works. And then
I guess I would remember now what happened. Aspen started pulling up the thing, and I got all confused with it. But I guess the hearing worked.
yeah,
So
you
that-
got a booze bottle on the weed tray too, man. This is foul. Put that down.
Recycle it. Hey, that's my weed.
Here, I'm trying to put it there.
You keep them?
I make shit up.
No shit. It's always good repress some of stuff. Okay, so. Oh, that's a heavy book. It's a very heavy book. Was it 1,200 pages or something, man?
I'll try to return my
Oh.
torch lighter.
Yeah, I don't buy those anymore. I got one free, but it's dangerous.
What? These? They're dangerous? Dangerous? They're dangerous. A dangerous lighter.
What do they call this? The ambulances? Yeah. All hospital and ambulance. What's the date today?
16.
Oh shit. Jesus, I gotta get
Month
tickets.
is half over already.
I'm gonna have driving out there, which I really look forward to actually.
Actually, it's more than half over. It's half over at noon. Really technical. I'm gonna be really nerdy about it.
I dig it, man. This pot though, it's not very doesn't make me cough. It looks good in the Carolinians.
It was.
Yeah. Like some of those make it. I don't remember. It's if the Carolinians are high, it's better for you, but oh man, it shouldn't be smoking anything. What are you smoking for?
Yeah.
No, listen.
I know.
Dad,
You love smoking pot. You love
Okay.
smoking cigarettes. And it's hard to get people to not do what they love.
Well, it's very addictive. Now, tobacco is such a naivete in Georgia where my born again brothers, you know, they still believe, the one state in the country believes that marijuana is a gateway drug. It is not. And as Mikey Boy, my brother, said quite correctly, the gateway drug is tobacco. It's physically addictive. So people say, like, you start with marijuana, you go on to hard drugs. It's not true. It's never been proven.
The first drug I ever tried was cigarettes.
Yeah.
Tobacco. But if you want to think about what the very first drug I got addicted to was, that was sugar.
Sugar is quite addictive. I know I used to be married to an addict.
Our whole central nervous system and all our gray matter runs on it.
I minimize my sugar.
Do you know that? We run on sugar.
I know. But
So,
sugar,
but
sugar.
see, that's why it's really not addicting. It can be habit formed.
Yeah, I mean, almost seems addictive. You're right. It's habit. It's a way we eat.
And maybe, I don't know. So maybe consider it addictive because it does, in fact, well,
I don't know.
see, everything releases dopamine and serotonin and
Yeah.
all of it. The
I
different
don't know if you call it sugar.
So you can't call it anything that you can't measure that as an addiction. That's something that qualify as an addictive substance. Addictive substance changes your body chemistry. Sugar really doesn't because you're meant to have it. See what I'm saying? It's just so easy to overdo. Because what it is, it's processed sugar. In nature, none of that is all refined out. You know, the strongest we ever get is in cinnamon wine.
I did a book, a report on that helped.
Or maybe watermelon might be the sweetest, with the most sugar.
You would think it's got. I mean, the drums will come along. Huh?
Oh yeah, I need to find some hemp rope. I'm almost to that stage. I got a little bit more leveling on the top to do, some sanding, and then I'm going to put the finish on it. And then the hemp rope, and I put the closures on it. And the plexiglass in there to close the holes. Build a little flapper one that's going to open and close for changing the pitch. Build the thumper for the bottom that goes up from underneath.
It's a beautiful tree.
It's going to be a great drum.
I like painting wood that's so weather beaten like that. Where'd you find that?
It was a tree right out here that got infested with bees.
Wow.
And they come and cut it down. And I kept that piece out of it. Didn't burn it.
Oh, just a second. I'm kind of stiff. Well, I know that Brian would like me to buy that piece, but that number is not for him. That's for Tom. Tom has a conventional set. And when Rocky sold his set, we had nothing to play with. So we'll probably get Tom to cover. We could put a conventional set in there. That's where we wrote. So he's supposed to be doing guitar, but I understand he wants to learn to do the drums, and sure we can get a lot of help from you and others. It's good to have the flexibility. You sometimes I play drums and you play the guitar.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll be traveling with us. You told me no. It's complicated with Maddie and I think the three of us, along with
Well, I haven't met this Tom yet. You're going to bring him by here?
Super Pawn Shop Tom.
Oh, Pawn Shop Tom. Oh, we didn't.
Outstanding bass guitar. He's very modest. Guitar. Now his thing is drums. So, you know Tom.
Mm-hmm.
I got his address locked up in my shit there. I mean, you think you guys are hard to get going? At least I could drive over and drag his ass out. He's not that far from me.
Anyway,
He's
so
not that far from me. He's a good guy.
I think you made the impression on Brian when you let him take those that those were his.
Never
That you were
did.
giving him.
Stated out specifically after the fucking bacon thing, and I only used it once. That this is not yours. This is here for you to learn. It belongs to me. And I realized I'm doing this here, bringing stuff in, and people going, "Oh, once you bring it, you can't take it back." Well, if you're going to do that, I won't bring anything in. You get nothing out of it. It's for the band, for travel. But he can learn from it when he's got time. But that's just here for Tom to play. Tom's a play.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a lot more talented than that.
Well,
And
you know,
he's independently wealthy, so I think he can travel. But I've still totally got the thing with, let's take pictures of us.
Yeah.
You know, and probably just be me some places, but it'd be a good joke thing. And of course, Stoner Jesus. He is so funny. He's one of those goth guys. He's got all these one-liners, and some are politically correct, and some aren't telling anything wrong, but he's so funny. He's well to travel. Because we could do like comedy in Reno, I think. I don't know. Or we'll just film him or something.
the once was a man from Nantucket
Oh, he's cool.
who carried his dog in a bucket. thought you're gonna get a dirty one. Nope, not on the
Well,
tube.
to really get the vibe of Robert, you have to come in the middle of the night. It's what I call the insomniacs. The thing is here, there are 3 things I could do, which will not be anywhere near on the planet. Because at the beginning, okay, like I'm just going to tear up. Look, if I can't sleep, I can go to, where do I end up? Eldorado. Hello?
It's okay. You're not in trouble.
Huh?
Look at him looking at me.
You talking to somebody?
Because he knows I just stepped in his poop. And I said, fuck, Red. And he's looking all sulking now. It's like,
You got a lot of personality.
put a little further out there, you know.
What, you done your little poopy hole?
It's all right.
Has he been filling up your little holes?
I'm not mad.
Oh.
Thanks, God. You can totally read it. It's great. I love that dog. I love my dogs. I love my doggies. We love my doggies. Anyway, so you know what we're going to do with these little disco lights that we got this last auction?
Quiet a second, yeah.
Oh, okay. You think about it
Well, it's got to be written through.
to make sure it's legal.
Yeah, well, what's the date again? The date?
Yeah.
The date of the month?
16th. July 16th. Smoking incense.
Two all hospital personnel. Dr. Scotty Jordan, 38 River Street, Propaganda, signed in by what it includes. Two types of schools here. And what it says, in case of my, that's the thing that does your writing too sometimes, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that nice? Patchouli?
Yeah.
I love patchouli. Sand was my favorite. I let him in the car, you know. Patchouli's got very strong healing powers, not just physically. In case of my inability,
You know, you could write it in
you got to
case
put
I
Ronald
just,
below. Is it, how is your driver's license? Ronald or Ron? It's got to match your driver's license. Ron or Ronald? Cool.
I'll put my name in.
I think it's, well, it's got to be in my hand. Tell me what it is. What does your driver's license say? It's important to match your driver's license.
The name
Give a
I
name.
use for legal purposes.
I know. Just tell me.
is RONALDJAMESKTZ in its entirety.
R.A.
RONALD, Ronald James.
Just be patient, okay? A. Ronald. R. Yeah. Oh,
Him were out there on Facebook.
Won't be any good in the hospital. Kutz,
K-U-T-Z.
TH?
K-U-T-Z. German.
Yeah. And you're part Czech too, right?
Huh?
You're part Czech? You
We
seem like
got,
it.
we got everything.
Czechs always want you to come to their place.
On my mom's side, my grandma told me there were a bunch of hoes.
Well, sure they were.
Yeah.
You have
We
very
got
typical
everything.
Czech, Hungarian. Well, not gypsy, more like the Czechs. Because
I
they always
don't know.
want you to come to their
We're gonna
house.
go to ancestryme.com or 23me.com and ancestry.com or one
Yeah,
of those
I'm doing that.
places, and we're gonna have them do it.
And you can also do it out here for free. Just, we
Yeah.
have all the computers. The Mormon Center.
You need to do the full ancestry thing.
Oh yeah, but the blood typing is worthwhile too. But I'm doing it down there with Bishop Romney. But they have, look, you sit in front of a little computer doing,
You know,
just a second I'm talking. You're doing Ancestry Plus. They have beautiful computers. They have paid people to help you do it. The only thing you have to agree is that you're open to the baptism of the dead. Fine. I like the Mormons. But you'd be surprised if she comes out. My older brother's not my full brother.
right.
Just let me finish this though. In case
Yeah,
of my
please.
inability, Ronaldo.
And technically, my
Just-
name doesn't have to be my full legal name on that for it to be legal, because only you need to sign it.
You know,
They're your pills.
I'll just, yes, I gotta do more handwriting. It's going bad. Ronald Cutts is authorized to give these
No.
medication.
Yeah, you need to say
These
something.
are-
Authorized to hold these medications for me.
Okay, why don't you write it out then? You know what it's got. I did with Terry.
Way embellishing it.
You're gonna have to write it physically because my handwriting's bad. If you would, please. Here you go. Sometimes I can't even write it. You write it the way it should be, and I'll sign it. You have your book, huh? 1,200 pages? Oh, great thing.
I. How do you spell your name? S-K, S, how do you spell your name? S-C-O-T-T?
E.
E. Thornton.
Thornton.
Hereby
Oh, why did you just write out in the first place?
authorized.
R. Cooks or whatever. I think it should be R. Cooks like R. Kelly. I'm just gonna get R. Kelly fast. Good baseball player.
For the purpose of emergencies.
Yeah, just this morning you did. You live on the street, you don't have to.
In case I forget
No, if I'm unable,
or unable.
that is physically unable, I will give them to myself. But you are
Well,
allowed,
if you forget and leave them at home, they're here. See what I'm saying? Unless I forget.
I'm talking about not that, but that I'm, well, you write it out, you're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
I wonder where that, I went back to, I was like getting that extra, I'm so sorry.
Forget my meds at home. That's what I was going to start writing.
Well, there's
So you
separate-
shouldn't have interjected it.
There'll be a separate set of meds, but that's the emergency stuff, you have aspirin with it.
The only ones I'm concerned with are the ones you need here for emergency.
Emergency,
Just
that's
in
all you
case you
got.
bone out and forget, you dumb ass and forget them at home, and you forget to
Oh.
take them, and you need.
No,
Yeah.
there's some here, it's normally not a problem, but it kind of freaked me out yesterday because I haven't had that many aphids, but I don't know what to do for them. Anything to stay hydrated here. I'll finish up with this. I won't do like some things about the shirt.
And that's all it needs to say. Really, it doesn't need to say anything else. For emergency,
No, it's the sign signatures. Try to be on my way. That's really Well, my friend Bradley.
I, Scott E. Thornton, hereby authorize for the purpose of emergency. In case I forget my medication.
Yeah, it's something I do with her. What do you think is proper? It's my writing shit anyway. I'm trying to keep on writing love letters. Writing correspondence. I love this thing. It won't heat up. There's a poem about that poetry slam, which is judged the worst poem of the night. Texas. Oh, I love that, don't you? God, it's great. It'd be great to have the. Let's bring this up straight here, Keys. You get to be a bit of a mess.
Here's my name. I, Scott E. Thornton, hereby authorize Ronald James Coos, for the arrow there, that's fine. Okay. For the purpose of emergency. In case I forget my medication at home.
Whatever you don't have to say that. It's emergency.
And then all you're gonna do is sign it, and then that's the.
You're not always in a position where you forget at home.
And
You're
put
actually
your phone
something.
number. So, just in case,
Yeah,
if I ever
713.
if the cops decide for any reason whatsoever to come in here and search for the place and they find your pills there, they'll
Oh,
have them
it's
in this.
Ditchison.
They'll
No.
be right here in this envelope, and your name and number will
Do
be
you
right
want
there.
you want what it is? Detox. Do you want what the thing
Our
is?
phone number. No, I'm gonna seal it.
I got a fucking record. Y'all.
I'm gonna seal it once it's closed.
Oh, well, then don't seal yet because we're going to the outbreak.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine. Put it all the pills that you want to have. I'm gonna.
It's emergency ones.
It'll
Yeah.
be closed and it'll be put in a
Good
cover.
idea. I'll do that.
And it'll be right here. And we'll never touch them unless you absolutely have to. Okay.
Well, if I forget, it took in the morning. I'm starting to get weirded out. We'll check when it's out. 2,
Yeah.
4, 6, 7.
And then once you do, we'll open the envelope and they put in the new envelope, refresh it, close it up again.
Did you send?
If you want to keep pills here, this is how we're gonna have to do
Yeah.
it. Otherwise, you're gonna have to keep a stock.
No. I appreciate it. You helped me. I think I'd rather have it with you
So,
than Larry.
so we're gonna put your phone number and your sign. So, yeah.
Thank you. I like to switch. Yeah, this is comfortable. I gotta get to a nice salt bath. Ton. Nobody knows how to fucking spell my name.
What?
It's not my name. Thorn. Hereby authorize Scott E. Thornton, hereby authorize Ronald Coons.
Ronald James Coos.
Yeah, what's the next one? Other here.
For that's
I can't read it.
for the purpose.
If I can't read it, what the fuck else? I can understand what that is.
Oh, so yeah.
You don't have to change it.
It's messed. Yeah, I do. I mean, it doesn't look like an L. For.
Yeah.
And then one of these zeros.
Okay, I think we're ready. Not mine. I have a no. Let them all roll over. And today's the 16th, right?
Yes. Yeah, you got a date with the time. Forrest, what's up? Yeah. Okay. That's through the drain. Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm getting ready to, I've had company all day. So, anyway. Yeah, so anyway, I'm in the, okay, just let you know the plan. I need to come by, I'm gonna come by and get the key to the truck anyway, so that, I'm in the phase where I've got all my stuff off this trailer, and putting his stuff back, that stuff that's in the yard, and take that trailer and go to the yard. So, yeah, and then, we gotta get that spot ready and all, so, yeah. So that's the plan. I'll come and get the key, I'll drive it around and unload it. And then pull it over here so I can hook it up to this trailer. And load his stuff back, or load that fence and all that other stuff that goes in that yard on the trailer and take it over there tonight. And so I'll just park it for now, and then move the truck back, park it where the truck is parked.
Leave it unsealed.
Anyway, And then it's on the details about making that spot ready, whatever, putting in the drain, electrical. Oh, and then while I'm over in that yard, I'll be gathering in those units, gathering up all those shoes and everything, you know. And when I got here with the stuff, I just grabbed it. Okay? So, you know, I'm in that process now, starting to pull the stuff out and sort it and see what's there. And missing all this stuff, boxes, you know. But yeah, the shoes are all in the main one. You know, so as I do it, I get the shoes out and bring them to the house. Like within the next tomorrow, probably morning next day. You know, the process of getting that lock in, you know, working over there on that side. Okay? All right, so we'll see you after my company.
I'm leaving right now.
Oh. All right, here, let's close this. Because we know we've been broadcasting all this.
Fuck!
That's
Don't
right.
do that!
That's right. I'll go edit it.
End it right now. Get rid of it. Don't
no.
tell me when I'm.
Well, we got to
no.
close it up to edit it. I got to end it to edit it.
You're not authorized in any form to divulge of that recording, so just get rid of it. You got to tell me when I'm on air, like put a little light up or something. Because I can say shit, incriminate myself, you know.
Well,